Hi everyone, this is Mario and welcome to FX Waves Riding the Fourth Wave Part 2. In the first video, I've covered essentially that we are now in the fourth wave. And in the first wave, if you recall, it was because of the Greece bailout that happened in May last year. Then we had the Federal Reserve of the US pumping in $600 billion in the economy in November of last year. Fast forward to this year, what happened in March was the fact that we had the whole Middle Eastern oil crisis and the Japanese earthquake. And now we are right smack in the middle of the fourth wave when the S&P downgraded the US debt from AAA to AA+ for the first time literally in history. I just want to do a quick recap of what exactly happened during FX waves. Now, if you recall, one of the greatest things that we must do as a trader is to decode current market sentiment. Now, in two extremes of hope and greed and fear and panic, those are the exact times where big movements in the Forex market occur. And if you recall, during times of hope and greed, the five currencies on the left, namely the euro, the pound, the Aussie, the Canadian dollar, and the Kiwi, they will start to rise. And the three safe haven currencies of the US dollar, the Japanese yen, and the Swiss franc will fall. And simply because that in Forex we are trading in currency pairs, it simply tells us that during times of hope and greed, you will see currencies like the euro dollar heading upwards, Aussie yen heading upwards, Canadian Swiss heading upwards. And you can go on and do all those permutations, and you will see on the charts that all of these currency pairs will be heading upwards during times of hope and greed. What happens during times of fear and panic then? Well, the exact opposite happens. So during huge waves of fear and panic, you will see currency pairs like euro dollar, pound yen, Aussie Swiss, Kiwi dollar, all of them falling massive amounts of pips. In fact, for the whole fourth wave, you are seeing all these currency pairs plunging. And it has been repeating itself for the last 1 year. Simply because there has been really bad news coming out of the Forex market for the last 1 year. If you look at all the fourth waves, essentially none of them were based on hope and greed. All of them were bad news all over the world. It's all based on fear and panic. What I'm showing you now in this slide was a recap of if you had understood this concept of FX waves, you could have made over 100,000 US dollars in the first wave, over 58,000 on the second wave, and about 76,000 on the third wave. And mind you, all these were not the full complete version of the 15 permutations of FX waves. All these were just about 5 or 6 currency pairs that I showed you on the video. So essentially you could have bagged over 250,000 US dollars on the first 3 waves alone. And that's one of the reasons why I call it FX waves, that if you understood this concept, you could have been in a position to ride the waves, much like the surfer that you're seeing on your screen right now. Well, the main second reason why I named my research FX waves is simply because the market movements in the Forex world, it moves in ebbs and flows, right? It goes up, retraces, comes back down, pushes to a new high, comes back down. Now that is for an uptrend. For a downtrend, the reverse happens. You also see movements of ebbs and flows, but it's a huge push downwards, retraces upwards because traders are taking profit, and then there's a huge move downwards again because traders are now adding on to their positions. Hence the term FX waves. So essentially, what I've just summarized for you was everything that I talked about in the first video, and that was framed up in this one question called what you need to know. In this second video, I will be focusing much on the next question, what you need to do. Now, with all that information that we have, how do we utilize it and use it for massive action? All right? I'm going to show you 3 points on exactly what you need to do. Once you understand the concept of FX waves, you need 3 things. Number 1, you need to know the exact news in the financial world that will help you to formulate your trades. So essentially, when you pluck out news, and mind you, both you and me know there's so much news coming out every single day, which news are the ones we should accept and use it for our trades, right? So number one, exact news helps us to determine our trading outlook. Number two, you need to execute a live trade. There is no use in us understanding all the news, but if we are not in a position to be clicking the mouse and entering our trade, then really nothing happens. You don't see your account growing. So a live trade is absolutely critical. And let me just go one step further. A live trade simply means you will know the exact entries and exits of either a buy trade or a sell trade. And point number three, to me, the most important, you would need a live coach. Even if you knew the exact news, even if you knew a live trade, if you don't have a coach right there beside you to help you ascertain certain things like, did you get your entries right? Did you get your exits right? Did you scale your order? Did you have the exact rules of money management built into your trade? That is the whole main purpose of a live coach. I want to show you something, friends. I want to show you a system that I've built over the last couple of years called Flex. This system called Flex, well, it stands for Forex Live Experience. And all this while, I've been harnessing the power of Flex, truly adding tremendous value to this one system that will give us literally, number one, exact news, number two, a live trade, and number three, with a live coach built into this system. There's a testimony I want to share with you, even prior to me showcasing what Flex really is about, was that when I showed this system to a fund manager, and he's quite a famous fund manager who manages in excess of about $500 million US. When I showed him this system and he said, Mario, the Flex system truly is the future of retail Forex trading. And that warmed my heart to no end. It really tells me that we are on the right path of educating Forex traders worldwide on what you need to do to be making consistent profits in the Forex market. So if you recall, the first three things that I told you that you need to do, number one, you need to decode the exact news. Well, in the Flex system, I have something called a weekly market outlook. Now, what this is, and this is one of my specialties because I'm fully immersed in global finance. And you guys know, as I mentioned, there's tons of news that's coming out literally every single minute in the Forex market. How would we know which news we need to read for us to set up our trades? Well, I've settled that challenge because I have a weekly market outlook that's conducted every Monday. I will cut through the chase, I'll cut through the clutter so that you know upfront what news are important to us to set up our trades for that particular week. Number two, I have a live trading room. Now, a live trading room essentially is monitored by myself and my team of coaches, my team of Forex coaches. In essence, when there's a trade that's upcoming, it could be on the euro dollar, the dollar yen, literally any of the 7 majors or some other exotic pairs. Now, if that comes up, we will be putting up all those trade calls that's available in the live trading room. And number three, to me, as I mentioned, most importantly, a live coaching system. It was my vision that I could be in a position to help coach anyone, literally anywhere in the world. We are living in a situation, or friends, we're living in a world that essentially everyone is connected all over the internet, right? I built this system with a vision in mind that I could be in a position, or me and my team could be in a position to help literally anyone to fast track your Forex trading career. So if you notice, the market outlook is available once a week. The trading room is actually a daily occurrence. As and when there are live trade calls, we take it live in the live trading room with exact entries and exits. And most importantly, there's a coach that's available inside the system. And I'll show you details of all three, all right, just immediately. So let's look now at the weekly market outlook. What essentially is it? I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the weekly market outlook. This is the most recent one that I conducted actually. And in fact, if you look at the very top, I'm plucking out news from Bloomberg. There's nothing really secret about the Forex market. You just got to know what news we should be watching out for. And in this particular weekly market outlook, I actually had 4 news that I plucked out of that whole pile of news that I read. I plucked out 4 which was the most important. The first one was that traders were lowering their bets on the US dollar because money was piling into US treasuries. The second one was about the sterling. The third was about the Swiss franc, and the fourth one, which you're actually seeing on your screen right now, was the fact that Japan might now intervene for a second time, simply because the intervention that they did on the 4th of August just didn't work out. Because their hope was that the dollar yen would now be floating above 80. It right now is about 76.50. So it hadn't done them all that good. It wasn't that effective, which is one of the major reasons why the Bank of Japan is considering a second intervention. I just want to show you, this was a live trade call that was set up inside the weekly market outlook. I gave a trade call to sell the pound dollar, entry price 162.30, stop loss 163.20, and the profit target at 161.30. Let's go on to the second portion about live trading room, and this is a daily access into the live trading room. So let's take a quick sneak peek into what happens in the live trading room. There will be trade calls made by myself and the coaches in the live trading room. So let me show you an example. Let's go into the system of the flex system now and show you the live trading room. Now if you see this interface, you will notice that every trade that we take at every single day has been archived for the last couple of years. Here's another example to show you that with the charts that's posted in the live trading room, every single member in the live trading room, you can be engaging the coaches and putting up your comments over there. Let me show you some of the trade calls that were taken that we actually posted up in Flex, and this just happened in July of 2011. So here was a trade call on the dollar yen for the 1st of July, and look at the comments that's written there. So this was done on Singapore time at 0700 hours. Key level at 80. Possible intervention after the market goes below 80. With the lower highs, the market looks ready to break 80. And notice that when we give live calls, it is true to the statement that we are trading on the right side of the chart, and that simply means we're not looking at historical data and tell you this is what we did. No, we are trading live together with every single person inside the live trading room. Now what happened, lo and behold, you see this daily candle, the bearish candle that closed below 80, and prices just kept on falling. And if you are part of the Forex market, you would know that it has actually fallen to a post-war low of about 76.30, which is a cool 400 pips had you taken this trade. Here's another trade call that was taken on the dollar Swiss on 13th of July 2011. Here are some of the comments that you're seeing on your screen. Looks like the Swiss franc is still leading the US dollar in terms of safe haven status. It is near the all-time low. If the candle closes below 0.8290, it will be a good time to short this pair. Notice that the comments are very specific, and this is a clue of FX waves, that when prices fall to a new low, it can go even lower. So here's the next chart to show you that the candle closes below 0.8290, and it fell a cool 200 pips. Let me show you a third one based on the dollar CAD on the 14th of July of last month. Notice the support at 0.9560. Prices could bounce back up after hitting the support level, and the support level was drawn as what you're seeing at the green line right there. Prices bounced back off 0.9560 as per the chart posting yesterday. So please take note that every trade that is taken in the live trading room is not just one chart. Because we are trading live with the markets, every single trade call will have about 2 to 5 chart postings because we are monitoring the trade as it goes along. Now let's look at the third part, the live coaching. What is interesting is that I've now built a system whereby a coach is available to you about 10 hours a day, Mondays to Fridays, because I understand that traders are now all over the world, and we have different time zones literally in the different regions. Here's an example of live coaching. In the Flex system, you just need to click the button called Live Coaching, and it immediately connects you to a Forex coach. Now just take a quick sneak peek into this chat. The one in red is the customer. and the one in black is essentially the Forex coach. So let me just read out the conversation to you, right? Here's the Flex member, Ko Heng Wai. Hi Tim, is there any trade set up now? Hi Heng Wai, have you checked out our daily trade review? Not yet. Is it posted there? And Heng Wai says, I have seen the setup. May I know the reason for entering the trade? And Tim, the Forex coach, he answers, there's an uptrend for the dollar Swiss pair and prices have touched the 12 EMA. So please take note that at any point of time, you have a real Forex coach that's at your beck and call, giving you that guidance, giving you that mentorship. So not only do you, number one, understand the reason for the trade. Number two, you have someone to guide you along to ensure that you execute the trade correctly and swiftly. Well, besides all these stuff in that you're seeing inside Flex, I just want to show you some of the things that happened recently. Many of you know that I write a weekly Forex article for one of the national newspapers in Singapore. And this is one of the most recent ones that happened on 2nd of August. And I always end my article with a trade call. So here was a trade call that I said for the euro dollar. I said we will be selling at 143.50, stop loss 144.10, first profit 143, and second profit 142.50. And this was also based not only on FX waves, but on a very classic pattern on what I would call the head and shoulders pattern. So this was a time when I gave the trade call, and lo and behold, just a few hours later, the trade was triggered. First profit was taken at 50 pips, second profit taken at 100 pips for a net total of 150 pips. This was purely in line with the current fourth wave movement. I also just want to show you very quickly a post that I did on Facebook that had garnered literally a lot of buzz on the Facebook community. I put a post on Facebook that I said for the dollar yen, I have a pending buy at 77.50, and notice the exact entry that I put at 77.50. And literally just under, I think it was under 48 hours of me putting it, right about 1 day after I put that pending call, Bank of Japan actually intervened when they sold 4 trillion yen, all right, which is I think about, well, I don't know how many hundreds of billions that is. So they sold about 4 trillion Japanese yen, and that caused the dollar yen to shoot all the way up. It shot up literally over 200 pips, and we netted over $2,000 for this trade. Well, if you had played more than one standard lot, that would have been double for you. So guys, I really hope you understand that in this particular video, what I've just shared with you is what you need to do. The first video I covered of what you need to know, which is the essence of FX waves, and in this video was essentially what you need to do. In my third video, I want to tell you something interesting. The 3 things that I talk about of the exact news, the live trades, and the live coach, every one of those 3 main points will be handed to you on a silver platter. Now pay attention. I want to ask you a question. With this whole thing called Flex that I've built into this system that's going to fast track you towards your financial destiny, I want to ask you a question. How would having Flex in terms of its weekly market outlook, live trading room, and live coaching, how would this system change your life financially now and forever? It is an interesting question, and I really want you to pause and think about it. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually creating a Flex contest, and I want you to tell me how would having Flex literally help you in your trading career, and not just in the Forex markets. If you understand to the extent of what Forex truly is, it can help you in your trading for gold, silver, commodities, indexes, and all other related financial asset classes, because everything is linked to the Forex market. Now I'm running this short contest, and it's going to be available worldwide. But I want to have you to get the first bite of this cherry. So what that means, I want you to tell me. Now you could actually tell me in a short video, be creative about it. You can actually write to me and tell me how this would help you, or you can create a short video about it. The best entry that I select on this contest, you will get 6 months of free Flex membership worth over $2,800. So this is available entirely to you, and it will be given to you at absolutely no cost. All you got to do is to record an entry. And here's the details on how you can send your post to me. There's 2 ways. Number 1, as this is posted on the FX1 Academy Facebook group. You can just literally type in your comments below this video, how this would help you financially now and forever, or you could actually send it to the email address seminars@fx1academy.com. I really look forward to hearing from you, and this is the end of the second video. But in the third video, I really want to show you how, number one, the exact news, number two, the live trades, or number three, the live coach will be handed to you on a silver platter. So don't miss the next video. I look forward to hearing from you.